our Mac Daddy, our fully featured Stanley FatMax. And when you see that Stanley name, you know they are so well known for tools. But then when you see FatMax on top of that, it's like the couture of all of their line, if power tools could be couture. Now, what I want you to know is this is normally about $185. We're bringing it in our feature price of $150, so we are about $35 less. We're also going to do it on 5 easy payments of $1 a day. This is one of those items, I feel so strongly about this because I've been stuck on the side of the road. I am the car mechanic. I am the one hauling the kids everywhere. It, to me, is as important or more important than a spare tire. Because believe you me, I can hobble down the road on my rim, and I've done it. But if your battery is dead, you're not going anywhere. So this is so much more than just portable power, because you're going to jumpstart your car, even the big ones. You've also got power with 110 outlets. You've got, it's like a small generator, but the other one is the air compressor. So we're going to talk about all those things. Howard Irbine's with us today. Hey, sir, how are you?
How are you doing, Albany?
I feel like your wife and I are constantly those road warriors with children. And the first time one of your loved ones gets stuck on the side of the road, we go make this purchase, but we should already have it.
It should be in every car. I mean, we have one in every one of our cars. That's how much I believe in them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even take 2. So that there's one for the kids' DVD player. But having that dead battery is an awful feeling, and it hits you. There's no gauge on your car saying the battery's going to die tomorrow or next week. It just happens. And we always have places we need to go.
Absolutely. So when we talk about this kind of power, this is really the most fully featured Stanley FatMax that we've got.
It is.
Are we talking V4, V6, V8?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them.
4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, 8 cylinders, and easily and safely. That's the most important thing, because under the hood, a lot of people aren't familiar with under the hood, and they worry, can I do it myself?
Right.
Could I do that? You can. In under 5 minutes after realizing you have a dead battery, you can be on the road. Just open the hood and find your battery. Put your FatMax up here. It sits nice and stable on there because there's the horizontal design, and then connect it. And it doesn't matter if you get it wrong. So I'm going to do it incorrectly on purpose to show you. It's going to let you know. The Stanley FatMax is now telling me I have it on backwards. Little battery symbol is flashing. A beep is tone sounding, so we know.
Switch them for you?
If you could do that, that'd be great. There's only one other way to put them on the battery, so you know you're going to get them right, but it's even going to tell you that. It's going to give you another tone and the engine symbol flashing. That means you have a connection.
Okay.
Now the voltage in your FatMax lights up, so you know you're ready to turn the keyless safety switch to on, and then you get 1,400 peak amps of instant starting power, and that's the power you need to start those 4, 6, or 8 cylinder engines.
Oh, good. I was going to say, what does that really mean in English?
Right.
You know, what I can tell you is in maybe 2-ish months, we've gone through 70,000 of these. So when you start to think about, do you want to buy the generic battery or the name brand? You want the name brand. And when you go to Stanley, the best they do is FatMax. And right now, the only place you can get this one is here at QVC, because our automotive buyers said, you know what, let's put together something that makes your family feel safe and confident and give you peace of mind. But I'll tell you this, the air compressor is what I wind up using the most, because you may not have a dead battery but once a year, but the air, it's so important to have properly inflated tires.
It is for tire wear and fuel mileage, but most importantly for safety.
Yeah.
As easy and safe as it was to jumpstart your battery, it's just as easy and safe to inflate your tire, because Stanley's put the SureFit tip on, so you don't have to wrestle with that difficult to install hose. And then once you've done that, you press the air compressor button. It powers up. The digital gauge is going to show you the pressure that's in the tire, and then it also shows you the pressure you're going to sit at, because this has auto shut off. So right now it's set at 34. I can adjust that up or down just by pressing that button. Once I've adjusted the pressure I need, it sets it. There's the pressure in my tire. I press the button one more time, and now it turns on, and I don't have to worry about overinflating. I can walk away.
Here's what I'll tell you. If you're using this, give us a call. It's 1-800-395-1601. You cannot mess this up. If I can use this, you can use this. And I think that was my big thing. Am I overinflating? Do I know how to hook it up right? And this is a fully featured power station. Walk me through that, because that's different than a lot of the other machines that are out there.
It is. You're going to get 1,400 peak amps. So that's your 4, 6, and 8 cylinders. 120 PSI air compressor, which is more than enough for any of the vehicles we're going to be driving, with a digital gauge auto shutoff and the SureFit tip. So it's going to be very easy and safe, foolproof basically, because it's going to remember the pressure you set, so that if you go out the next week, the next month to reinflate your tires or to check them, it already knows the pressure you need. There's the LED work light, because you always need that, because flat tires, dead batteries, they happen in the dark. There's the 120 volt outlets. You have 2 of them 500 watts of power. So anything up to 500 watts, plug right in, power them up. You can recharge your phone basically 3 ways. There it is, plugged into the 120 outlet. You could also use the USB, which is right there, or the 12-volt outlet, which is right above that, and that's just like the outlet in your car. Makes it so simple. There it is, recharging. You can charge it up in your home with just an extension cord. They've also included a little one for you to use and a vehicle charging cord. So if the power's out for days or you're on the road on a road trip, plug it in while you're driving, charge it up, and use it some more.
Here's the other one. I know that you guys spend a lot of time at gymnastics meets. We spend a lot of time at soccer tournaments and field hockey tournaments and basketball tournaments. This is something that can work as your portable power. If you're that weekend road warrior, if you've got a power outage, if you're like me and I had 11 Girl Scouts spending the night at my house and they couldn't understand why I wouldn't let them sleep outside, this is the one that you turn your basement into that camping center.
Right.
But it really does solve a lot of problems. It's compact, it's easy to hold, and I'll tell you what, it's only about 20 pounds. So when you start to think of equipping your children, we were talking about this, my oldest turned 16 on Tuesday. And I'm already thinking, oh, sweet Jesus, she's going to be driving a car. What do I need to make sure that she's safe? The last thing I want is her or my mom or my sister on the side of the road in the dark. And we have those services, but why would you pay and then wait for an hour when you could do it yourself?
That's absolutely right. I mean, the roadside assistance, if they were to come or the tow truck's going to come, they're probably going to bring their own power station to jumpstart your car. Why not do it yourself?
Okay, so I want to talk about the usage because you keep throwing around numbers like 1,400 and peak. What does that mean in plain English, Howard?
Well, the 1,400 is your starting, but this is talking about the 500 watts of 120 volt power to run things around your house. 120 watt lamp or 60 watt fan, 2 hours. A 40 watt lamp, 4 hours. Here's the important ones, your 30 watt laptop or your 26-inch TV, 5 hours. So if that power's out, you want to check the weather, see when the power might come back on, and then your smartphone recharging 25 hours. How many times could you charge your phone in 25 hours of power?
Well, think about this. If you've ever lost your power, I know that we lost ours for a full week last year. You almost feel like you're in this rubber room because you have access to nothing, and we're an over-connected society. And sometimes it's just getting that kettle going so you can have a warm cup of coffee, or you don't have to have that soup cold out of the can.
That one comfort.
That one thing.
Just makes it so much better.
But I'll tell you what, to make sure that your tires are properly inflated, that's going to save you money on gas, which basically means this pays for itself. But it's also going to give you a car that runs more efficiently and safer. When we talk safety, Stanley is committed to making sure the safety features are built in.
They are. So you don't need to know what you're doing. If you're looking at this battery, you think, I don't know which one to connect. Don't worry, just connect it. Now I've done it wrong. It's telling me. The little symbol's flashing and a tone sounding saying I have reverse polarity.
Okay.
So I simply switch them.
All right.
As soon as I switch them, it's going to tell me that too. It's going to light up an engine symbol. We'll see here as soon as I connect it. There it is. A beep's letting me know. Oh,
nope.
I have them on backwards.
Come on, Howard.
I
knew I should have done
I tricked
this.
you. Yeah, you should have done that for me.
There we go. That's the one we're looking for.
There it is. Now you'll see it's on connect correctly. The engine symbol is flashing. No tone is sounding. I'm ready to turn this keyless safety switch to on.
Okay, that's the engine symbol?
Yes.
So can I tell you the reason that I got into this is because last year in a snowstorm, my car stopped on the side of the road, and I'm calling the service, and they're asking me what's going on. I said, well, the tea kettle is blinking. He goes, ma'am, you don't have a tea kettle. But it was that symbol. I had no idea that was a picture of an engine. And that's when I thought, you know what? I really need to get a little bit smarter about car care. But, you know, there wasn't even a stranger to be found to help me find jumper cables. And if you have jumper cables, then you got to get the car's nodes to nodes.
Right.
Now, no matter where you are, what dark alley, what time of day, you know that you've got peace of mind. Gone are the days of even paying for the quarter air and having to go to get air compressor. I use it for my kids' bikes. I use it for beach toys. I use it for the basketball and the football.
And it comes with those accessories. It comes with a sports needle, a beach inflatables adapter, and even one for racing bicycles.
Oh, I love
that. All
that.
built in.
Okay, so let's talk about the kind of the simplicity of the air compressor, because I used to get nervous that the one at the gas station, I was going to explode my tire. Now, who knows if that could really happen, but that was my thought.
You have to have a gauge. You have to worry about the quarters. Will the hose reach? Will the timer run out? Can I get this on correctly? The old hoses were difficult to install. This one, fingertip strength, it just threads right onto your valve stem. Then you power up the air compressor and set the pressure you need. And if you're unsure of the pressure, it's inside your driver's door. Pick the pressure you need, press it one more time, and it's going to turn on and run until it's full, and you don't have to worry about that overinflating. It'll be perfect every time.
If you're investing in this for someone in your family or yourself, please go for a name that you know and trust and has not just a history but a legacy of success protecting your family. Not only is this a Stanley, this is a FatMax. Hey Howard, thank you so much, sir. Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Hey, if you're just now joining us and you're thinking, wait a second, it's Saturday Morning Q and I don't see Kirsten and I don't see David. Well, I'm Kirsten Lindquist. I dyed my hair red and I got a little bit short.